You know, being trapped inside of an endless city doesn't sound very relaxing, and yet building one is. Go figure. Hey, it's Game Rant, and here are the best endless city builder games. Number 5. Dwarf. As diverse as video game graphics can be, the goal is often for recognition in dynamic situations, which means we see a lot of shared visual concepts. Not so with Dwarf, and as such, it's able to play with a subdued yet bright color palette that gives off the vibes of cozy coffee shops and antique stores on autumn days. The gameplay too is rather relaxing, with the world piecing together hexagon by hexagon, move by move, until without even really trying, you've made a beautiful environment that would make a lovely weekend trip, a game that is perfectly complemented with a warm cup of tea. Number 4. Dwarf Fortress. Yes, the graphics of Dwarf Fortress are far, far from what players have come to expect over the history of games, foregoing visual charms for relentless simulation, and we mean relentless. Attempting to discover why your dwarves are encountering an issue can be as complex as a forensic investigation, connecting the circumstances, foot traffic, and natural factors. For 2 decades now, Dwarf Fortress has been a class all of its own, not only for its engaging city-building gameplay, but for all the unintended yet logical consequences that occur along the way. Which means yes, you will often fail in some bewildering ways. But that's where the fun begins. Number 3. Frostpunk. Oh, we're cheating a bit with this one, as Frostpunk most certainly has endings. But it also has an endless mode. Frostpunk is an extremely grim and dark game about humanity huddling together to survive the horrors of a fatal deep freeze. To even obtain an ending is to have witnessed some truly terrifying aspects of psychology in a time of crisis. So why the heck would you want to endure that indefinitely? Because it can be equal parts satisfying and distressing to see the next day. Yeah, sure, some people had to starve, but the needs of the many, right? Number 2. Timberborn. Beavers. The next game is about city building for beavers. Okay then, a bit silly, but you know what? Timberborn refuses to turn down the charm and sincerity, instead making the plight of these furry little friends personal. But true to their nature, these guys are building their wooden structures around the flow of water, and that is where Timberborn shines, requiring reservoirs and dams to power the city, giving a clever mix of nature and industry. Seriously though, why are these beavers able to build multi-story buildings and vehicles? Timberborn doesn't ask questions, but instead quadruples down on its goofy concept, and we love it for that. Number 1. Against the Storm. It's not hard to come up with the idea of Against the Storm. A roguelike city builder with real-time strategy elements is an easy pitch, but Against the Storm combines all these genres successfully, while also featuring a gorgeous graphical style that calls back to previous generations of PC games. And it's not so simple as other roguelikes. This game centers on your reputation. Fail to impress the population, and the next time you see the queen may very well be your last. So yes, endless if you can survive, and you won't. But this easy to pick up, hard to put down game instantly gives players the city builder experience without all the baggage. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this list, but we want to hear from you. What is the best city builder for relaxation? Frostpunk and Against the Storm should be stressful, and yet they can be as relaxing as Dwarf. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll be sure to check out your answers. Keep clicking around here on Game Rant, and we'll see you next time.